peeps? We are at Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we are here on Memorial Day weekend for the first day of their Food and Wine Festival, and we wanted to bring you along with us, show you all the food, the wine, the beer, well, not all of it, you know, just as much as we can fit in our tummies, right? It is the first weekend, like I said, of Food and Wine. It runs every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday through June. Let's go check it out. Look at that. I am Groot. And that's what we're here for, Food and Wine Festival through July 2nd. And the park may be a little crowded today. We saw some school buses coming in, and looks like they're coming in now. And this is the line to get into the park. Like I said, it's a holiday weekend, very, very crowded. Ta-da! And we are inside Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Let's have a look around. First up, Virginia, obviously where Busch Gardens is. First one you come across as you come in, and they offer she crab soup, pecan, bacon, and chocolate bars. I mean, you can read it, I'm not going to read it to you, but it all sounds delicious. Virginia Beer Company is right here in Williamsburg, Virginia, so is Aleworks. They have beer flights, wines, cocktails, moonshine, and non-alcoholic cocktails. So here's what I got. I got the Saving Daylight, it's like a Hefeweizen type beer from Virginia Beer Company. They offer two kinds of passes that I'll put here on the video, what the prices are, because I used my pass holder discount. I got the deluxe food and beverage sampler, which includes 15. I think the regular one includes 10. Yeah, valid only at Busch Gardens, so it's valid for entrees, desserts, beer, wine, or specialty non-alcoholic beverages. It does not include the shots, cocktails, or frozen beverages. And so with this pass holder discount, it was about 60 bucks for the sampler, the deluxe sampler. As an added bonus, it's not a sample of beer, it is a full beer. So in theory, $60 for 15 beers, full beers, that's a really actually good deal for theme park prices. And so we were just at the Virginia booth, and in addition to the menu, it shows kind of information about Virginia. By 2012, 230 wineries operating in Virginia. This one isn't open yet, but Taste of Scotch. Now, we were just talking about how the Scotch is not included, it's a separate thing. But it looks like they have Highland Park, McKellen, Talisker. I can't tell exactly what that one is, but this is kind of a cool booth. Just a little bit past that, in front of the Loch Ness Monster, the entrance to the Loch Ness Monster, is the American Southwest. What's offered here is a ghost pepper guacamole, Sonoran spice pork taco, chocolate lava cake, fish taco, some American Southwest beers, frozen cocktails including a margarita, and horchata, non-alcoholic. Here's a look at the fish tacos and the guacamole and margarita. I mean, the food looks pretty solid. We're gonna get some here shortly. And how cool is the look of the actual food booth? It's got that Southwest feel to it. As we enter Ireland, here are the options here. A Guinness Moose Irish cheese sampling. I think I'm gonna have that thing. Bangers with Colcannon. Of course, Guinness, Magners, Smittix. And they also are a Food and Wine Souvenir Pilsner. At the Ireland booth, here are the Bangers boiling in water. And here's the Irish cheese sampler. Crackers, whatever that is. 3 kinds of cheese. Looks pretty tasty. Over here in Castle O'Sullivan, it looks like they have wine and cheese pairings, or wine and food pairings. Now, on the back of the pass, it says that is a special upcharge. I'll put the cost of that right here on the video now. And here we are at the Hawaii booth. Aloha. And this is awesome. They have a tiki bar next to it. Let's see what they offer here. Look at these tikis over here that they have across from the booth. And over here is the menu. Spam slider, tuna poke, hapia, huli huli chicken. Of course, they have Kona beers, a blue Hawaiian cocktail, and a hibiscus lemonade. There's the spam slider. I think I might have to try that. And look at the hapia. It's a coconut mousse with Kona coffee ganache. It looks delicious. I picked up the huli huli chicken. It comes with some type of slaw that I probably won't eat, but I'm sure is delicious. And a Kona Big Wave golden lager. It looks delicious. Just as a note of clarification, that is orange and purple sweet potato salad. And I tried the huli huli chicken, and it is actually really tasty. And so is this Kona Big Wave. Very tasty. Also, compared to the first beer that I got, this is a 12-ounce beer because it was poured out of a bottle. So it is a little smaller, but it is still a full beer. So, good prices. The Crepes and Coffee booth is always here, but it's actually part of the Food and Wine Festival now. They have a BLT crepe, a Choco Noisette. I can't even pronounce that, but that third thing with hazelnut, chocolate spread, and banana sounds delicious. They have Kronenberg and Stella Artois, and some wine. Those actually really sound good. Some good options here at this one. At the French Quarter here in France, right by the Griffin, they have probably what's going to end up being my favorite booth. Bananas Foster Cheesecake. Look at that bad boy. Beignets. Purple Haze. Sweetwater. New Belgium Watermelon Lime Ale. Sounds interesting. And a Hurricane. And the Muffaletta. Look at that thing. Wow. The food here looks really good. I'm gonna gain like 10 pounds just walking around this thing today. I want you guys to know what I sacrifice for you. I got beignets, I got Bananas Foster Cheesecake, I got Watermelon Lime Ale from New Belgium, and Strawberry from Abita. These are the things I do. These are the things I sacrifice for these videos. Alright, quick update. Bananas Foster Cheesecake, it's okay. The pecans or walnuts are actually really good. Pecans are really good. The beignets are really good. A little more dense than normal beignets. The honey's tasty, and the powdered sugar is pretty decent. The strawberry, I like the strawberry more than I like the watermelon. The watermelon, I don't get much watermelon from, but the strawberry beer, I like it quite a bit. Looking at the map, I just wanted to check. We are here right now. Right near Invader, actually. It doesn't actually show where the food and wine tents are on the map, but it does up here. There is, for event info, recipes, and more fun, open Facebook Messenger and start a chat with the Busch Gardens bot. Type that in the search, and apparently you can get more event info, recipes, and fun using that. Next up is Canada. First you have the informational tent. You've got this gentleman waving at us. Hey! They serve Larry's Lemonade, Labatt Blue, Bold Rock. They have this cool thing made out of apples. Look at that. And at the menu at Canada, venison, sausage, mac and cheese with pea meal bacon. That's that thing. Wow, look at that. Cheddar and lager chowder, pumpkin caramel mousse. And those are the beers that I just mentioned. I wish that I could share with you guys via the power of smell-o-vision how good the Trapper's Smokehouse smells right now. Just the smoked meat smell and the smokiness. It smells delicious standing right here in this spot. You'll have to take my word for it, or come to Busch Gardens and stand right here in front of this menu. Next up, we are heading into Germany. Let's see what's in here. You can check out our Hollow Scream video from last year, but they just announced Busch Gardens was looking for your opinion on what the escape rooms will be for next year's Hollow Scream, or this year's Hollow Scream. The escape rooms are held in this building, and I think the Haunted Hotel was in the lead last time I checked. And right by that building, they have chef demos. So I guess, you know, they have chefs who will do kind of different things while you watch. I just went to that chef demo booth, and I've not seen this in other places, but I'm sure it's offered in different places. I was just showing you guys the park map that did not have the food and wine, but they do offer it in this little guide. So you can see there are all sorts of different options available to you, including a wine on the Rhine, which is a river cruise that offers a wine pairing with it. Italy, Spain, Asia. We showed you Virginia, American Southwest. Let's see, we showed you Ireland, Hawaii, crepes and coffee, French Quarter, Canada. I think the next one we have to hit is the Caribbean before we make our way into Oktoberfest for India, Germany, and Island Freeze. The great thing about this menu is that it also shows you the different options available at each booth. So we were talking about the Scotch tasting. It's a Talisker Storm, Highland Park 12-year, and Macallan 12-year. If you don't want to do the badge like we did, they also offer a cashless wristband. So you get the wristband, and at the end of the day, they charge your credit card, however much you put on it at the end of the day. But if you get the badge like we did, it is actually a significant discount. They say up to 50% depending on what you get. Here is the Caribbean food booth with the lighthouse on top. That is awesome. They have Jamaican jerk chicken, gamba fritters, mojo shrimp, pineapple rum upside down cake, a bunch of different beer, including ginger beer, heavy seas, land shark, a Caribbean sunset cocktail, and ginger limeade. Here's the ginger beer they offer, Islander ginger beer. I don't think I've ever had that. And Red Stripe, Jamaican beer. Sadly, ginger beer was denied to us. They have some IT issues at that booth. So we are heading into Oktoberfest to see what booths are offered here. Over on the right, we pass Dark Castle. It looks like they have food vendor or some type of vendors here. It looks like this first one selling an artisan market. This first one selling salsa, and then you have some art down there. Here's the India booth, which I believe is new to this year. Look how awesome that is. They offer tandoori chicken, potato curry, samosas, and some frozen cocktail and a non-alcoholic iced tea. Next up is Germany. That offers a Schnitzelwitch, currywurst, Schinkennoodle, German chocolate cake, and a bunch of different German beers. Hofbrau, Bitburger, Kostritzer, Spaten, and some German wines as well. There is the currywurst. There is the Schnitzelwitch. And here's the booth itself. It's kind of cool. So you've got the stein and spoon over there. This is the souvenir Pilsner that I was talking about earlier. Pretty cool glass. Just as an FYI, it's made of plastic, so if you drop it, it doesn't break. Over here you have the Island Freeze. They have frozen beverage in a pineapple, pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris, mojitos, rum runners, Bahama Mamas, shark bites, frozen bellinis, and frozen sangrias. And they're also served in a coconut. It's me, Mario. They are like freshly coring and cutting the pineapples right here for you to have one of those frozen drinks. So here is the pina colada in a coconut. There is a ton of pina colada in this thing. Now this is an additional charge. It's not included in the cost of the pass. It was $15 in the coconut. It's a little cheaper if you just get it in the glass. But yeah, there is a lot of pina colada in this thing. Over here we have Italy. Italy has a mini cannoli trio, tiramisu, panna cotta, so mostly desserts actually, or only desserts. It also has limoncello and Italian wines. Sadly, they are still prepping the cannoli trio, but I was able to get the limoncello, and it is delicious. It's served in a shot size. It's very alcoholic, but it is very tasty. They also offer a wine tasting trio, which is a separate wristband from the badge I got. It's $32, and it includes 3 wine tastings of 3 wines, or try any 3, yeah, of 3 wine tastings each in France, Germany, Italy, and New France. Next up, we have Spain, which is the home of the tapas, the chorizo empanada, the gazpacho, the sangria, and the venera con jamon, which is a scallop wrapped in ham with saffron rice and romesco sauce. One thing I want to mention is that if you don't use your entire deluxe sampler or the other sampler in one visit, you can actually come back and use it during the entire Food and Wine Festival. So you can make multiple trips off of one badge. Here's a look at the sangria. They only had red sangria available at this moment, and the empanadas. They are filled with chorizo, and they're served with a crema sauce under it. Just tried the chorizo empanada and the sangria. Sangria is okay. I'm not a big sangria fan to begin with. I will say, I think my favorite item of the day so far is the piña colada served in the coconut. That was really tasty and definitely worth it, but not included in the cost of the badge. The empanadas are really tasty as well, so definitely recommend those. On the sign up here, it says most regions and small towns in Spain have their own brand of beer. I did not know that. Next up is Asia. At Asia, they have banh mi, lettuce wraps, ginger lemongrass custard, mushi gyoza, which is a Japanese-style chicken dumpling. They also have kirinishiban and tiger beer, soju, and Thai tea. Here's a look at the lettuce wrap. Here's a look at the banh mi. Banh mi looks actually really delicious. Here is the beer I got. Tiger World Acclaimed Asian Lager, award-winning full-body beer, born in Singapore. I've never had this before. The bottled beer gets poured out into a plastic cup for you. This is the Tiger that I just showed you. It's not bad actually. It's pretty easy drinking, kind of like a kirinishiban. And here's a look at the chicken dumplings. They are steamed dumplings, not fried, but they look pretty tasty. And they are served with this sauce. The final booth that we haven't showed you so far is the Mediterranean. Lamb burger sliders, halloumi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, falafel, baklava, wine, cocktails, and a non-alcoholic cafe au lait. Alright, I got Uso at the Mediterranean booth. It's different. Very different. So when I say different, it tastes very much like black licorice. That's the flavor I'm talking about. Uso, black licorice. Now this is not included in the cost of your pass. You have to pay extra. It's $6 with 10% discount, 50% discount if you're a season pass holder. Alright folks, that is one lap around Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival, and I did it with one pass, one deluxe sampler. I mean, I paid extra for the coconut drink that you saw, and the Uso, and the limoncello. So, other than that, everything you saw was included in one badge, $60 if you have an annual pass holder discount. I really enjoyed, I think, everything I had. Not everything was great. Those dumplings were a little okay, but the orange sauce was good. The cheesecake wasn't that great on the bananas Foster, but the bananas and the almonds were great. So, tons of different stuff we didn't try because, you know, we only have one stomach here. But thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next time. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys soon.